Oh, okay. I was stuck in the tree and this bass just pulled it out of the tree. Alright, for today's video, I wanted to go over and test some stuff because as people watching this may or may not know, I've been trying to make my own lures. I've been trying to sell my own lures, started my own line company. And one of the reasons I wanted to do that is because this is the #1 lure that I've been using. It's called a Slim Senko, Skinny Senko, Thin Senko. I'm calling it a slim stick. They're getting kind of hard to find, and when you can find them, they're expensive. So I wanted a more affordable option, something a little more custom for me. So I tried to make my own mold, and I got pretty close. If you look, they're the same size, same shape. I made a mold based on this, but it was an open pore mold, and you can see there that looks all torn up and ugly. This is one of the best ones that came out, and it just doesn't look very good. So I was trying to find another option before I released them onto the website for sale, and what I came up with was this, which it's about the same, a little bit thinner, a little bit shorter. You can see it's not exactly the same. It's got a little bit more of an S curl into it, but consistently they come out better. They're easier to make. They're better quality. So that's what today's video is going to be. I'm going to be testing these out, but since it's not exactly the same as this, I'm not going to call it the slim stick. I'm going to call this one the flick stick because it's a smaller size. It's not exactly the same. I have found a mold for what I think is going to be the slim stick, but it's very expensive, so I'm not able to get it just yet. If you want to help me get to that point, check out the website, buy some stuff. Support me there, and I can get these things into production. And I'm going to be selling everything pretty cheap, so if you wanted to use one yourself, you could probably end up eventually buying them from me. But speaking of the website and lures that I'm making, I've added a few new things. I've added some lead weights, some jig heads that are actually the perfect size for those 2-inch swim baits that I make. And on top of that, I'm also making another swim bait. I found a ribbed swim bait mold where I can start making those. That's a 3-inch ripper. So I've got a 2-inch small fry, 3-inch ripper, and a 4-inch paddle tail swim bait that all work pretty well. But today's video is going to be focusing on the flick stick, so be sure to check out CheapAngler.us. The menu bar across the top will have links to everything from the tournament club to the merch to the throwaway baits store and everything else about me. Check that out. Now let's get out on the water and test these lures. I'm starting off with the plaster mold one that's closer to the original, but isn't really feasible for production. Water clarity is not as good as it usually is. It's been raining the past week or so. Cast it accurately. Oh, something running with it. Oh, first cast had a bite. That was probably just a sunfish though. Let's see what it look like out there. Looks good. This is one of the better ones that I made. They all didn't come out the same. Some were better than others. I've been getting a lot of bites on this, but they're just sunfish, I think. So let me switch it up to the new prototype. See what happens. Here's a close-up so you can see the difference in size. This is the old one that doesn't quite work out production-wise, and this is the new one, which is about a ½ inch shorter and a little bit thinner. This will be my first time ever throwing it out and seeing what happens, seeing how it acts. See right out here in front of me what it does. Oh, that's not bad. It's got a shimmy on the way down, but it's also kind of a S curve because the mold is shaped like that, so that makes it kind of swim around on the retrieve too. Oh, look at that. As soon as that hit the water. It's just a green sunfish, but it's a fish. I've been throwing that other one for about an hour and a half now and couldn't get anything. Second cast with the new one. The new slim stick prototype lands a fish. Oh, oh, that didn't feel like a sunfish. Look at that, running with it again. Oh, just as soon as it hits the water, everything seems to go after it. I would say it's actually more effective than the, as far as drawing strikes anyway, more effective in a much shorter amount of time than the other one, than the original prototype. All the bass I'm seeing are just super skittish and they're running away from everything. Oh, something snatched it there, but he hit it twice, but he didn't have the hook. Oh, I had one biting it before I even closed the bail. Oh, I got one. I got one. Oh, he came off. Sunfish. So with the new prototype, I'm getting a lot more bites than I was in the original. And that one, he just pulled it right off. That's gonna happen with any bait that's getting worn out and getting as many bites as that one was getting. So let me move down to another spot, or let me try another one. Oh, is that? Oh, that one pulled hard. I wasn't even paying attention. I was looking down this way to see if there was any fish. This one is working a little bit better than the last prototype. Slightly softer, more movement, and a darker color, darker green. Oh, I got him. There we go. Oh, and he came off right there. I set the hook on him and everything too. He just still came off. That, from what I could see, it looked like it was just a big sunfish. Do I got him this time? There we go. It's another sunfish. Smaller than the last one, but you can see how this one's barely hooked under the chin. That's the reason why most of them are getting away, because they're not actually eating the hook and not getting hit. They're not getting the hook in the mouth. But it's working pretty well. Down to my last one, because when the mold arrived, I was working on a batch of pink lures for you know, the variety packs and other stuff, the swim baits. I was making some pink ones when this mold got here, so I just went ahead and made a pink one, and made a couple of green ones before the injector I had gave out. So now we're gonna see if a pink one is as effective as the others. It's a little bit stiffer, might not move around as much, but I'm waiting on the new injector to come through before I can actually start putting these into production and selling them. So these are just the 3 prototypes I had. Pink one works, or looks good. I don't know if there's anything that's going to bite it. I can cast these pretty far. I like that. They're small, Very small profile, lightweight, and they cast far. There's a fish too. Oh, he came off. So the pink ones also work. Gotten bites on all of the prototypes. I don't know if I'm going to run with these as the slim stick or if I'm going to call them something else and wait till I find the proper mold for the actual slim sticks, which I have found, but it's super expensive. It's about 5 or 6 times as more expensive than all the other molds I have. So if you really want to see the slim sticks come out into production, you could help me out by buying some of these things. There we go. That's a good spot right there. I like these baits so far. I can cast them pretty far, pretty accurate. Oh, there we go. Oh, he swam into a snag. Damn it. Did he come off? Looks like the fish came off. And I'm able to get the bait back. All right. That might have been a bass too. There we go. Biggest one of the day. This one's got stripes on him too. Pretty cool. Green sunfish though. Oh, there we go. What do we got? Another sunfish. Different species this time. Cool one. I'd really like to get one of these for the aquarium. A tiny one. There we go. That's a nice fish right there. It's not a green sunfish. It's a red ear, I think. It's a sandwich right there. Oh, okay. I was stuck in the tree and this bass just pulled it out of the tree. That's a good bass too. I didn't even see him over there. I was trying to get a sunfish. Oh, there we go. That is a long bass too. Oh, there we go. Good bass on my prototype slim stick. I might have to call it a different name though, but we'll see. That is a good fish. Good fish. Caught me completely off guard. I thought it was gonna be a little sunfish or something. Two pounds and 3/4. 2 3/4 pounds. That's pretty good for probably a 16-inch fish, maybe. Let's see if I can grab a tape measure real quick. Yeah, the scale has a tape measure built into it, but it's very hard to get out. When, you know, old Milwaukee here, you can just pull it out. "18 inches. Wow, that's longer than I thought he was gonna be. I knew he was gonna be long, but I was thinking like 16 or, you know, 16, 15, 16, not 18. Let me get down a little bit closer to the water. Let this guy go. Ugh. There we go. That was a good fish. I was not expecting that. I was already planning on scrapping this video and reshooting it again later on with more baits, But there we go, I don't have to. My slim stick works. Or, you know what, I'm gonna call that one the flick stick. I'm gonna rebrand it. That one is the flick stick, because it's a little bit smaller than the slim stick, and eventually, if enough people buy or donate or whatever, I can get the right mold for the slim stick. But in the meantime, the flick stick works. So my battery died. It was working. I thought I got the release of the fish on the last one, but I turned it off, turned it back on. I thought I turned it back on, but it wasn't working. And the next cast, I threw back over there in that same spot and got the little male. Look how much smaller the male is compared to that female. Like, he's 8 inches, 10 inches at the most. If she was 18, she's 10 inches longer than he is, twice his size. There you go, I got 2 of them on the slim shake, or the flick stick. That's what I'm gonna call it, the flick stick. I can't believe my camera wasn't on for that one either.
Out by the old creek, just me and my line. Got a rusty old hook and a can full of time. Dollar store lures and some worms on the side. Fishing on a dime with that cheap angler pride.